In this video, I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to remove objects from images. So in this particular image, I'm going to remove a boat. So I think I'll select this boat. I'm going to remove this boat and make it look like it was never there. So the first tool I want to show you is actually located underneath the healing brush, which we just used previously. So I'm going to click and hold down. So we have the healing brush, we have the spot healing brush, and then we have the patch tool. I'll hold that down one more time because it was kind of stuck. Okay, there we go, the patch tool. So we're going to use the patch tool for this first image. All right, so what I need to do is just click one time and trace. So I'm holding my mouse down and I'm tracing around the boat. I'm making sure to get that shadow because the shadow is a dead giveaway that there was something there. So when you cut things out, don't forget about the shadow. Okay, so this works much like the lasso tool where I have to start and stop in the same place. So I started kind of at the top of this sail, so I had to end at the top of this sail. I'm going to zoom in really quick so you can see this. Notice that there is an arrow directing you to pull to the right. Just on the right side of that little patch tool, there's an arrow telling you to pull right. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click and I'm going to pull to the right. And you notice my boat is now filling up with water. So I'm going to zoom out so you can see what this looks like. All I need to do now is go up to select, deselect to turn off my marching ants. And voila, there we are. The boat's gone. So I'll show you a before and after. I'm going to go up to my history panel. And here's what it looked like before. Here's what it looks like after. So before, after. All right, that's our first image. The next one I'm going to do, I'm going to hit open. Let's go to H. So for this one, I want to, I guess I'll remove this back valley. So for this one, I personally wouldn't use the patch tool. I would not, because when you use a patch tool with something this dark in contrast, what I mean by that is the sky is like a plain white, almost grayish tone, and then this deep hue, it usually leaves you with some kind of fog. So I'll just show you what I mean. So if I were to use the patch tool, I would do what I did the first time. I would just highlight, and maybe I'll just stop it here. I would just highlight around here and select it. So I got to move to the right, right? My arrow shows up and tells me to move it right. So when I drag it right, watch what happens. It looks like it's going to work, but I got that blur left over. I'll zoom in case you can't see it. It's blurry there, so it's discolored. So for me, I find that unpleasing and I would not want that. So let me zoom out again. Okay, I'm going to go to history and I'm going to go back a couple steps so I can undo that. Okay, so I'm not going to use a patch tool for that. I'm going to use instead the content aware tool. The content aware move tool is right here. It's right underneath the patch tool. And it works the same way. I'm going to go in and I'm just going to trace around, excuse me, around what I want to move. I think this is good. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click it. And I'm going to move. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not going to click it and move it. Let me hit undo. I'm going to just hit delete or backspace. It asks me what do I want to fill it with. I'm going to hit content aware. You can fill it with a color if you want, foreground color, background color, but I want it to blend, so I'm going to do content aware, and I'm going to press OK. And now it's gone. So let me hit select, deselect, and there you have it. Your mountain is gone. So I'll do that one more time. You want to go into what you want to get rid of, and you just want to trace it. So you just trace around it really quick. I think I will cut it off about here. And then come back around. I need to stop where I started. And then I can hit either the delete key or the backspace key. Make sure it's on content aware and press OK. There we are. So then select and then deselect. All right, our next one is going to be I. All right, so for this one, we're just going to take away this bird and make it look like it was not there. You can do either or. You can use the content aware or you can use the patch tool. They both will work in this instance. Since I'm on content aware, I'll just stay on content aware. I click once and I trace around this bird. I can hit delete or backspace and then press OK. Then I'll go to select, deselect. And just that simple, the bird is gone out of your shot. So at any time you have something that you want to get rid of, this is the way to do it. I see there's a little shadow here. I'm going to get rid of that shadow as well. So let me take this, trace around it, delete. Okay. And there you have it, just that simple. You can cut things out of a picture in a flash. So you went from having a bird and a shadow on the beach to just an empty beach scene. Nothing was ever there. I will see you guys in the next video.